Ladies and gentlemen, Musinya Salada here. Welcome back to another episode of the Punchline Podcast. You may remember last week, my host Farhan Solo, esteemed stand-up comedian, kind of fumbled the bag with the intro. I watched it back. That was poor.
With me?
Yeah.
Nah.
Hello. Yeah. It's the Punchline Podcast. And then today, Musin is he's dead. So I'm going to be doing it with this guy, Yusuf.
At least I was on time, man.
It wasn't my fault.
Punctual.
It wasn't my fault. There was a terrorist attack.
Man. I did the best with what I could do.
There was a terrorist. But both of us are back today.
Yeah.
Farhan's straight off a fresh ban from his local school. Yeah. So congratulations on busting case once again.
Yep.
It's been another beautiful week of MMA action for you lovely people. What have we got? Pereira and Khamzat.
Yeah.
They're upset with each other.
Yeah, just why they upset at each other? Like,
I don't know.
They seem like they just made this kind of beef out of nowhere, but, you know, is what it is. It happens. You have to talk shit and get a reaction out of the champ, so it makes sense why Khamzat did that.
I think Khamzat smashes him in one round.
Really?
Easy.
Do you think?
Easy work.
Do you not think that Alex is obviously huge? It's going to be hard to take him down.
I don't care, brother.
You don't.
I don't care how big it is. 205, brother, 240, 300 pound, brother. It doesn't matter to me, brother.
You think Khamzat can take him down at will?
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah, 100%. 100%. If Izzy can take you down, Khamzat can take you down, and he'll hold you there.
Do you think Khamzat could take down Jan Blachowicz or Yuri Prohaska? Can't say his name, bro.
They're hard, yes.
Yeah.
But they're harder because they have a more well-rounded game.
That's true. But Alex is like their kind of size, though.
I don't think it's the size thing. I think it's the grappling. It's the grappling angle. Alex is very clever because he's done the classic boxing technique, by the way.
Yeah.
Give someone an offer that you know they're going to turn down and then accuse them of ducking the fight.
Yeah, that's what
Why would you offer the fight at 205 pounds?
I know, it's dumb.
It makes no sense. It makes no sense. And then Khamzat's obviously going to turn that down.
Yeah.
Because why would he take that fight, right?
Yeah.
And then Pereira's going to be like, oh, I told you didn't want to fight. No, you made a bullshit offer.
It doesn't make sense because Khamzat wanted the belt. So it's like, I won the 185 belt, but then you're going to offer it at 205 for not a belt? What's the point of even fighting the guy?
To be honest, I think Pereira thought it was a good marketing angle. I thought he was being clever, but I think it actually makes him look bad.
Makes him look bad. And also, you see Brendan Sharp's in the middle of it somehow.
I
don't know how he got in the middle, but basically, Alex Pereira like made a bet that like, you know, he would like beat Khamzat. I think Brendan said something like Khamzat would beat him. So then Alex like, it was all in Brazilian, so I don't know what the fuck he was saying, but let me
see if you can pull it up.
Yeah, Brendan Sharp.
How does Brendan get himself involved in this stuff? He does it on purpose for the clicks.
Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, basically Brendan was running his mouth apparently. Brendan basically said, Brendan just talked a lot of shit that, you know, Chimaev would run him over. Basically what you were saying.
Yeah.
So Alex will come for you too. And he said that Chimaev would take him down in 30 seconds.
Probably less.
Yeah. So basically,
he'll dive at his legs.
Yeah.
That'd be that.
So Khamzat's team basically said he'll fight Chimaev in Rio, regardless of being injured, at 205, and he's proposing to do a bet with Brendan. He said he's running his mouth, and he'll give $50,000 if he beats Khamzat. And that $50,000 from both sides will donate to kids in need.
This is such a like smoke and mirrors boxing thing. Pereira, don't bring that shit to MMA, please.
Oh, also he
don't do that.
He said 50 more K if Khamzat doesn't take Pereira down within 30 seconds.
He will,
and we'll put it all to charity.
I don't know what Pereira's angle here is. Yeah. Well, I do know what his angle is. It's all smoke and mirrors. And I don't know if that's how they do stuff in kickboxing. But MMA fans have very little patience for that because we're spoiled brats.
Yeah.
When we want to fight, we generally get it.
Yeah.
And it's a decent enough fit. Don't do all this fight me at 205. You know he's not going to fight you at 205.
Yeah.
You don't even fight at 205.
Yeah.
Twat.
Alex doesn't fight at 205, but I do see him doing well there.
Can I be
One day.
honest? I think I'm being a little bit harsh on Pereira because of his recent behaviour.
Yeah.
Knocking out Adesanya like that was a bit uncalled for.
Yeah, it's a bit rude.
It was very
How
disrespectful.
dare you do that in the last minute of the fight?
I think Chimaev... Okay. Do you see a scenario where Chimaev goes 5 minutes, 5 whole minutes, the first round, without being able to take Pereira down? Can you see that happening?
The first round?
He shoots and he gets stuffed.
Yeah.
Can you realistically seeing Khamzat being denied against someone like Pereira?
I think he'll get it eventually, but I don't know if he'll finish him from the ground like that easy.
Yeah.
And I could see him potentially getting tired. Like, we still don't know what his 5-round endurance is like. So it's still a lot of unanswered questions. I'm not sure. Like,
Yeah, but to be honest, someone like Pereira who isn't used to being grounded out like that. Yes, in the gym, but it's different when you're doing it in front of 20,000 people.
yeah, it's very true.
I think he'll probably get taken down, and even if he doesn't get finished straight away, the sheer volume of Khamzat work will knacker him in the second round. And then suddenly you'll start seeing Chimaev landing on Pereira because he's worried about the takedown. It's that Khabib effect. Like, Khabib never had the most polished striking, but he'd land clean on people because they're constantly having to think about the takedown, which opens up the hands.
Yeah, and Chimaev's striking's definitely better than Khabib's as well. So it's even a threat, like, you know, if they were just standing, you know. Obviously, like, you know, Burns tagged him a lot, but he's got a better base than Khabib ever did. So you see Khamzat beating Alex pretty easy. Do you see him doing the same to Izzy?
Yeah.
That easy?
Okay, this is the interesting thing. Styles make fights.
Yeah.
Pereira beat Israel, and Khamzat makes light work of Pereira, but I think Khamzat has a harder time with Israel.
Yeah.
Which is, again, this is one of those examples of MMA math not really adding up.
Yeah.
But I think Israel will get taken down.
Yeah.
But he'll put up more of a resistance. But I reckon he also gets stuck under Khamzat as well. Because we've seen, I love Izzy, but we've seen him get stuck under people now.
Yeah.
He got stuck under Yarn.
Yeah.
And Chimaev is a better grappler than Yarn.
Yeah. But do you not see the size issue or anything, or endurance issue?
Yeah, but Chimaev's huge.
Yeah, he is huge.
I bought a lot of stock in Chimaev, but I think a lot of people have.
No, I think he'll be champ one day too, but I just think right now, I think he should focus on 170. I think 185 is a bit too soon for him. I think 170, win the 170 belt, beat Kobe, beat Leon, beat whoever, Usman, and then go to 185 in the future.
I think we've said this on this podcast before, though. I do think it's probably easier for him to win a belt at 185.
Yeah, 185 it probably is easier because there's less, you know,
murderers,
top wrestlers. I mean, there's a lot of like good guys, but they're just not the best of wrestlers. Like Robert Whittaker's great grappler, Vettori, but they're not the level of like Kobe or Usman. So
again, Robert Whittaker, right? It's interesting about Robert Whittaker because of his style and how well-rounded he is. There is no one in this world where you say Robert Whittaker would get run over.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter who you match him up with within reason around his weight classes, where you can say that person will run Robert Whittaker over.
Run over from like a takedown perspective, or just
no one's dominating. No one. You never feel like Robert Whittaker's going to be dominated.
Izzy fucked him up the first time.
I know, but you never feel like it's going to happen.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Even when they fought the second time, you didn't think he was going to get run over.
Yeah.
Like, you always believed that Robert Whittaker is either going to win or at least be a dog in the fight.
Yeah.
Because of his style. He's not a guy that you can generally just dominate.
Yeah.
By the way, now looking back, it's funny you say that. I'd put Israel Adesanya's win against Robert Whittaker as one of the best title performances of all time. Up there with McGregor Alvarez.
Yeah, both of those are
clean.
Clean.
Proper clean. And I think we'll see Khamzat do that in title fights as well one day.
Yeah.
I do think, again, I think maybe I've said this previously, I do think we've all kind of become desensitized to what Khamzat is doing.
Yeah.
It's like Khamzat ran over Kevin Holland, and people are like, oh, yeah, but I'm not surprised. What do you mean you're not surprised? This is a normal thing. This isn't what people do in the UFC. People don't just pick up Kevin Holland, drag him to the ground, and finish him.
And if you look at the guys that Kevin Holland faced too, he wasn't really getting run over necessarily.
No,
like
they were competitive.
He was getting taken down, but he wasn't getting finished that easy. Like
People weren't...
Brunson went like 5 rounds with him, and he couldn't finish him. And Brunson's a big dude.
Bruv, I would have harder times finishing my 9-year-old nephew in a fight.
Yeah.
Khamzat just went over, picked that little fucker up, and took him to the ground and said, let's talk now.
And the funny thing is, he's not even a little fucker. He's quite he's a lanky guy.
He's lanky, and who's shown grappling ability.
And
he had nothing for him.
Like Brunson, Vettori, they 5-round unanimous decisioned him, and they're a weight class higher than Khamzat, and Khamzat just ran through him in 2 minutes 13 seconds. And,
all right, let's pull up the middleweight division.
Yeah.
And let's go through it, other than the champion, as we've already spoken about that, and Israel. And let's say how Khamzat does against them.
Okay. So how Khamzat does against the middleweight division.
Yeah.
Okay, let's start with Paulo Costa.
He destroys Paulo.
Destroys Paulo.
Unless, it's still not entirely clear to me how willing Khamzat is to put his ego to one side in these matchups. Because if he decides to just stand there and trade left hooks with him, we don't know if Khamzat is that guy, if he's willing to do something stupid like that.
Yeah.
My intuition says he's not that stupid, and he would dive for the legs, bring him down, and smash him to pieces.
Yeah. Let's just go through them and just say destroy or not destroy.
Yeah.
So how Khamzat would do in the middleweight division, how would he do against Paulo Costa?
Destroy.
Destroy. Derek Brunson?
Not destroy.
Marvin Vettori?
Not destroy.
Cannonier?
Destroy.
Robert Whittaker?
Not destroy.
Israel Adesanya?
Not destroy.
Alex Pereira?
Destroy.
Destroy. Okay. Some interesting ones there.
Yeah.
I don't know if you'll destroy Cannonier. Cannonier is quite a sturdy guy.
I think Cannonier would wilt under him.
Probably, yeah. Derek Brunson, I think...
Which Derek Brunson, though? Because I don't know what Derek Brunson...
Yeah.
Derek Brunson from a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
He ain't destroying that guy.
I think
Blonde Derek Brunson.
But then blonde Derek Brunson got knocked out viciously by Cannonier. Viciously.
Oh, yeah, he gassed, didn't he?
Viciously.
Yeah. But again, like we said previously, sometimes the MMA maths doesn't add up.
Yeah, I think
it's the styles.
I think Derek Brunson versus Khamzat, I think they'll probably be... I think it'll end up being I think Khamzat would end up knocking him out standing. I think the wrestling will probably cancel each other out. Or do you know what? I think Khamzat wouldn't even care. He would just probably try and take him down. He probably will take him down, to be fair.
But you know what the interesting is? Derek Brunson's a great wrestler, but it's not a wrestling match. It's like, MMA grappling. It's
like people say like, oh, but Derek Brunson's, he's all-American, whatever. Yeah,
it doesn't matter.
That shit don't matter to
these. Doesn't matter.
How what do you like Dagestanis and Khamzat think of American wrestling?
Yeah, they don't give a shit. Yeah.
What would they say?
Yeah. What is this, brother? What is this college wrestling, brother? Division 1, Division 2. I'm Premier Division, brother, if we talk about this, brother. I don't care. Who is this bone nickel guy, brother? Small ginger guy, brother. You think I care about this, brother? Real gangster grappling, brother.
People are saying Bo Nickel should fight Khamzat now. That's so fucking wild.
Yeah, maybe in 2-3 years, that'd be a fun fight.
Maybe in 5 years.
I'm still going with Khamzat, though.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I'll pick Khamzat against most people.
Khamzat
versus my dad. Khamzat wins.
Okay, Khamzat versus Ngannou.
Oh, Ngannou. Let's be real.
Okay. Reasonable answer. What about...
You know what my...
Khamzat versus Amanda Nunes.
You know what one of my favourite moments is,
Yeah.
In MMA commentary?
Yeah.
in the Ngannou Miocic rematch.
Yeah.
Stipe shot for a takedown.
Yeah.
Ngannou sprawled and then took his back.
Yeah.
And then DC went, oh my God, Francis is wrestling. He's a wrestler.
Yeah. Francis with wrestling is scary, man.
It's so bad. It's so terrifying because he's too big. Like, once he's on top of you, It's not, oh, he's using his body weight correctly.
Usman really helped with that.
Oh, big time. And it's just his body weight. And also he's training in US at Extreme Couture.
Yeah.
Which also he has a lot of good wrestlers. That was a very good move for him.
That was.
Um,
Yeah, it's because before he was just like, oh, I'm just going to knock the guy out. Just put everything into knocking a guy out, and then you risk getting gassed.
Whoever fights Ngannou next is going to aim to kick the living shit out of his injured leg.
Would you say, yeah, that's true. Would you say Ngannou's rematch versus Stipe is the greatest example of adjustments made from a loss?
Yeah. So people might use like GSP versus Matt Hughes and Sarah and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
the Sarah one was like he lost by something stupid.
Yeah.
I don't think he adjusted much. I think he just came and fucked him up this time.
I say that's up there.
But
with
Ngannou literally
had to change his whole
changed his
outlook on MMA. Yeah.
I guess you could say Conor and Nate, but Conor shouldn't have really lost that first one either.
Ngannou had to learn what it meant to become a mixed martial artist.
That's a good way of saying it.
Because
100%.
before then, he was just I'm not even entirely sure that he really knew all the rules yet.
Do you know what's weird though? Like
before that fight,
before he was like in the title picture, he submitted the guy with a Kimura. So when I first saw that, I was like, wow, this guy's so well rounded. But then he was just pretty much a knockout artist.
Well, I think it's the case of Garn getting a leg lock as well. He got a leg lock, didn't he, against someone?
Yeah, I think so.
Where it's just like he's beaten them to a pulp where they can no longer defend themselves. But if it was straight jiu-jitsu, will he still get that leg lock? Probably not.
Yeah. Do you know what's also interesting about middleweight division? Darren Till's in there as well. He's ninth at middleweight, even though he hasn't fought in a while. He lost his last few.
Oh, if Darren Till loses again.
He's fighting Dricus Duplessis.
Yeah, when is that?
It's
next week.
It's in like 2 weeks. He's fighting him, and that's a savage South African man who's won his last 3 fights. And
Darren Till losses still bother me.
I know, yeah. Darren Till's a tough one because Darren Till basically, he had a few fights in UFC, whatever, but then he beat Cowboy, and then they just thought, let's just make him the next McGregor, and they shot him to the races. Like they're like, oh yeah, fight Wonderboy in Liverpool, and he squeaked out a close decision. And then it was like, oh, you're going to fight Woodley. And that's when Woodley was like, Woodley. And then he lost. And then, you say it was his first title shot. And then his big comeback was against Masvidal.
That didn't go
and then
well.
He created the BMF, basically.
I don't think anyone saw that coming.
I was there, and I didn't see it. I was there. I was shocked.
I was watching it in a shisha lounge, and I went home afterwards because I was just pissed off.
I was there, and it was just like the whole crowd was silent. They were just like, what the fuck?
And then a star was born.
Yeah. Then the star fell off, but that happens.
Does Jorge still sell as many pay-per-views as he once did if he comes back now? Do you reckon people have just lost the will to care now? I think people have lost the will to care.
It depends who he fights. I think the Kobe one was like the last one that he could. Yeah, like unless he fought McGregor, of course. Well, anyone versus McGregor, but Masvidal would have to fight someone that he's got a good rivalry with, and yeah, like he can't just fight Gilbert Burns and sell pay-per-views.
McGregor's a good match for him. I'd watch that.
Masvidal will still win, I think.
Yeah, how much was Masvidal is left now? I think Masvidal's got enough to beat McGregor.
Yeah, he's gonna beat McGregor. Yeah,
yeah.
It's 170. He can wrestle. I don't think he will wrestle. I think he can knock McGregor out anyway.
McGregor's built like Hercules with no reflexes. I'm gonna knock out McGregor.
You're gonna knock out McGregor
after Dylan Dennis. I'm gonna knock out McGregor.
Yeah,
in a bare knuckle match.
Well, that's another topic at the moment. McGregor steroids.
Okay, let me set this up real quick. Yeah, Conor McGregor exits the USADA testing pool, which means he's technically, by the lay of the land, the way of the land, the raw law of the land, law of the land.
Yeah.
By the law of the land, he is not allowed to compete.
Yeah.
However, he is still ranked. He's still discussing matchups. And the time period that he set out doesn't really math in terms of the way the rules are set up.
It doesn't make sense that he's still 14 at lightweight. Like, what the fuck is that? Like,
this is a terrible look for the UFC and USADA.
Yeah.
Because Luke Thomas made a very good point about this. There was this mystique, this idea that USADA are meant to be the grown-ups in the room. right? The responsible ones who follow the rules and they're there for the best interest of the athletes. And it doesn't matter who you are, whether you're the main eventer or you are opening the prelims, you have to go by the same set of rules. However, McGregor has proven that if you have enough money, enough status, there are absolutely ways to get around these testings. I'll tell you one really easy way people get around testing with USADA, right? And VADA and all that stuff. All you have to do as a fighter is get a doctor's note saying that you are using this banned substance for medical purposes.
Yeah.
And then you can get an exemption. So it doesn't matter how much that banned substance turns up in your test. Human growth hormone, testosterone, fucking rocket fuel. It doesn't matter what it is. Your mum's lasagna, anything, right? If it's on the banned substance list, but you have a doctor's exemption, test away. It can come up every single time. They can't flag it. They can't ban you. So all you have to do is get a very nice doctor who gives you a very nice letter saying, well, he needs human growth hormone because he needs his bones to fuse because of his broken leg.
Yeah.
And you're good.
Yeah. Yeah, very true. Did you see basically Anthony Smith was calling him out, saying like, oh, he's all jacked and stuff in all his pictures.
Yeah.
People are saying he photoshops his pictures too, but that's another that's another debate.
Probably does, yeah.
Performance enhancing pictures.
Yeah.
But anyway, then he went at Anthony Smith and he said, you fucking loser, you fucking rat. And he's just like very, very offended by it.
Well, firstly, Anthony Smith would sit on him.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Yeah, Anthony Smith would sit on him, but yeah, it's just like he lashed out at him though. It's like a bit.
It's probably
do you think
drinking.
it's a bit of a yeah, it's probably drinking. But do you think it's a sign that he hit a nerve?
Yeah, 100% it hit a nerve. 100% it hit a nerve. Conor, we've said this before, right? I don't know if we've said it on air, but what's changed about Conor McGregor is when he first came around, the insults were fun. They were lighthearted. Yeah. And that's people who've grown up around Irish people and British people. Yeah. We got it. And the American fighters couldn't get their head around what was happening to them because they haven't grown up with that kind of banter. Yeah. And it was very amusing for us to see him being a shithouse. Yeah. Because I think that kind of shithousery isn't in American culture. They don't get it.
When he said like to Chad Mendes, I'll put my balls on your head.
Yeah.
Chad Mendes didn't know what to say.
Yeah, making fun of Uriah's chin.
Yeah.
And what does it mean? River? I own this river.
And he's just like...
Or like taking Jose's belt and saying, come get it.
Yeah.
That level of shithousery was fun. However...
The Khabib one.
It's gotten dark. It's gotten weird. And instead of it being clever and witty, now it's like, you little rat.
Yeah.
You little rat. Yeah. Like, it's not as
As a comedian, do you think he had a joke writer?
No. I think he was just that
came
guy.
Up with that?
Yeah.
But how'd you fall off that much, like, where he had all these quick, witty insults, and now it's just like, you rat, you mad backwards cunt, or whatever?
I think one, the person changes.
Yeah.
Two, he's not as... whether he knows or not, probably not as secure in his skill set as he used to be. Because back then he was in his head, he was undefeated. Yeah, he had 2 losses before the UFC, but he could write those off to being early in his career, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
In his head, he was probably never going to lose. But he's been humanized by great fighters.
Yeah, the last few were just so dark, like, going at Khabib. Was
Your wife is in my DMs.
Yeah, the Dustin one as well. It's like...
It's still fun to watch.
Yeah, it's just sad.
It's a circus.
It's sad because I was such a big fan.
Yeah, same.
It's just like the legacy is just so, like the legacy's still double champ, the first double champ, but it's like
You know what it's like?
No.
It's like finding out that your older brother who you looked up to is actually a piece of shit.
He is. No, I'm joking.
Yeah. Fucking hell. So some issues in the Solo family.
Yeah, a little bit.
That's why you're for Han Solo.
Yeah, everything's just going wrong for him. He's getting sued by his teammates. Dylan Dennis is getting knocked out.
His wife's still fit, though. She is fit.
You think she's fit?
I think she's fit, yeah.
She's pretty.
Yeah, she's fit.
She's a good soul. Like, she's stuck by him through all of this shit.
Oh, is she a good soul?
Yeah.
Is she?
Yeah, what do you mean?
Oh, bless her.
She's been with him from the beginning.
Bro.
Yeah, but
she's on a Lamborghini yacht, bro.
She was with him when he was on welfare. And did she know he was going to become some big dude?
I understand that, but these days the incentive to stick around is pretty fucking good.
Fair enough.
And they weren't... I think they've just got married.
Oh,
they weren't married, so she didn't... Can you get...
Oh, do you think she stuck around to get the divorce? Is that what you're trying to say?
Is it in the US? I don't know if it's the case here. Maybe our producer can help us out with this. Do you know the answer to this? If you've been living with someone for X amount of years, even if you're not married, you're still entitled to like a divorce kind of style settlement.
I don't know.
Is that the case?
My legal knowledge is
No?
not great. Sorry, I can't it up.
I know that's the case in the US.
They got kids. So, they got
she
kids.
can do it through the kids.
Yeah.
Do it through the kids.
Yeah.
Divorce him, get the Lamborghini yacht for the kids' education. I don't know, get the lawyer to work it out. I need the yacht to take the kids to school.
Get something through the kids.
Yeah, do it for the kids.
But it's just like, it's sad, man, because how's this story going to end? It's like, is it going to end in some tragic way and then they make a movie about it and some guy gets Oscar?
That's how I feel about John Jones.
John Jones?
Yeah, that's how
I don't care as
feel.
much about John Jones. Like
Michael Jordan's going to play John Jones or something.
Michael Jordan?
Michael B. Jordan.
Michael
yeah.
B. Jordan.
Yeah, sorry.
That's quite a good, that's quite a good casting.
Yeah.
But Michael B. Jordan's already played a fighter, so...
I don't know, that makes it a bit trickier, but who else is it going to be? It would have to be like a young buck who's up and coming who we don't know about. But I could see... John. I think the best thing that could have happened... I don't know John Jones, but... Obviously I don't know John Jones. But I think his wife leaving that house, she pulled a worldie there. Because I could see that ending terribly. Like him going blind in rage one night and doing something crazy... or putting them in harm's way. Wasn't she screaming in a corridor or something? Because and then when they found her, she had a bloodied lip.
I don't know, man.
Mental. Like, I don't see McGregor being a story that bad.
Yeah.
I do see it for John Jones. And by the way, I take no joy in that. I'm a John Jones fan. However, history has shown us that he keeps it together for a while and then something just happens.
Yeah.
And I don't know how many of those you can have in your life without...
Isn't it mad, like...
catching up with you, you know?
Isn't it mad, like, a couple of the best fighters or, like, the most famous fighters are just insane?
Maybe
Like,
there's something to it, you know?
maybe, but then you see a guy like Khabib, he's just all about, you know...
Actually,
Islam.
all right, let's put your idea to the test.
Yeah.
Because maybe you're not... maybe that's inaccurate to say, right?
Not all of them. Obviously, some of them. I'm just saying a lot of them are.
Let's list the GOATs
Yeah.
and which ones are known for recklessness.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Demetrius Johnson,
Nah.
no. Would you say...
GSP? Nah.
No. Anderson Silva, what was he like in his younger days? I feel like he's been fairly
Nah, I think
well
he's
behaved.
Cool. I think he's cool.
Fairly cool.
He's got a lot of kids.
John Jones, clear.
Yeah. Conor
Clear.
McGregor, fucked up.
Clear.
Khabib, no.
No. Imagine if he was, though. That'd be
Khabib
hilarious.
is very on the Dean, on the Islam
Yeah.
side. I think that's important though, like having something, like having religion. It seems like to ground a lot of fighters.
Yeah, Kamaru Usman, I'd put him as one of the greats.
Yeah,
Fairly clean.
fairly clean.
No
Maybe.
real big indiscretions there.
No.
Family man.
Family man.
Looks after his
He
parents.
seems okay.
Yeah, seems okay. Imagine we're just wrong about all these guys
What
and they're all
about boxing?
animals.
You got Fury.
Fury, that guy's
Yeah.
that guy's a cunt.
Yeah,
AJ, clean.
clean.
Usyk, clean. Man's fighting in wars.
Fight for his country.
Canelo, I reckon he's a naughty boy in
Did
quiet.
you see Canelo? Canelo like called out
Threatening Messi.
Messi. Yeah.
What a load of shit,
Yeah, but
bro.
why is Messi wiping the fucking?
Did he
Mexican-
actually though? Was that photoshopped?
I don't know.
I can't imagine Messi doing that.
Yeah, I was like, nah.
That's very off-brand for Messi.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. Maybe it was photoshopped. I don't
Who'd win?
think Messi would do him.
Do you think Messi would run around him and
Yeah, Messi would just kick a
Nutmeg
football
him.
in his jaw.
just nutmeg him and then fucking
Yeah. What did you drop?
nothing?
Your vape pen.
Yeah.
You did. You fucking addict. You dirty addict. Drink your Capri Sun and go to bed. By the way, can you explain to the people who this guy is?
Okay, so that is Saitama from One Punch Man. That is Saitama from One Punch Man. So basically, do you know what his power is?
He looks like a kid that would have got bullied in my school.
So basically, he was a guy who worked in a bank. Or he didn't work in a bank, but he was like a worker.
Right.
He was going for a job and he couldn't get a job. And then one day, some monster tried to.
I can see why you like this guy.
The monster tried to fuck him up, and basically, he knew he had to get strong. So he wanted to become a hero. So he did 1,000 push-ups, 1,000 sit-ups, and he did a 10K run every day. And then he got so powerful that he lost his hair. But now he can beat anyone with one punch. So that's why his name's One Punch Man.
Do you really resonate with this guy?
I do, man. I just need to do the 1,000 sit-ups and shit, and I'll be fine. But I don't want to go bald, so that's why I'm not doing it.
Oh, is that why?
I'll stay a bit chubby.
That's fair enough.
I prefer my hair.
That's fair enough. That's very kind of you.
Yeah.
It's very kind of you for giving the rest of us a fighting chance in this world.
Yeah, his name's Saitama.
But yeah, I do see John Jones being a sad story in the end. I don't want it to be, but that's kind of where I see it going. If John Jones went back to light heavyweight tomorrow?
Yeah.
I don't think he can now. I think he's putting too much weight. I don't think he's really never going back to light heavyweight.
Nah.
It's the point of no return
that
now.
That ship has sailed.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense for him. What's he going to do? Just win the belt back? That's not really going to do anything for his legacy.
No.
He's at a point where he's not fighting more than 2 times.
Yeah.
So basically, this is a scenario for him. He comes back, loses at heavyweight, then he never comes back again.
Yeah.
Comes back and wins the belt, and then has that one more fight. Rematch with Ngannou or fight Stipe. I don't see him fighting more than twice. And that's the end of the career, basically.
I think he'll probably, unless he fights a give-over fight, I don't think he beats any of the top guys at the moment.
Yeah.
But I'm not talking about, like, Tai Tuivasa as one of, like, Tai's great, but I'm talking about the top upper echelon, like Stipe. Stipe maybe, actually.
I think
what does
Stipe's
Stipe have left?
Yeah. I think he probably beat Stipe. Ngannou...
No.
No. Gane, no. Do you see him being Gane?
No.
Gane's so good. Like, Gane almost beat Ngannou. Like, he was 1 round away.
Gane is 6 months away. Gane is 6
Yeah.
months away from beating Ngannou.
Yeah, in the rematch, he would beat him.
Yeah.
I think he'll work it out.
Yeah, 100%. Kind of like what happened with Stipe and Gane.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
Funny how the cycle just...
it's kind of beautiful in a way, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Gane was just a little bit too early to
Yeah.
get a title shot, but, you know...
I mean, the first 2 rounds, it wasn't looking too early. It was very comfortable.
It was basically 2-2 going into the 5th.
Yeah.
And Ngannou just grappled the fuck out of him. He made a mistake, I believe, Gane.
I never saw that coming.
Yeah.
Like, it was...
Ngannou just wrestle fucking him.
It was surreal to see.
Yeah.
It almost looked wrong. You know what else kind of looked wrong? Watching Adesanya trying to get hooks in from top position.
Yeah.
It just looked a bit weird.
Yeah, it was.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it just didn't feel natural to see that. I still can't get over how big Pereira looked compared to Adesanya.
I don't know, man.
How that guy gets to 185.
It's impressive, but it doesn't look like he wants to do it again. I think that's why he said 205.
Yeah, I think, that looks... How much is 185 in kilos?
It's probably about 80.
I weigh more than that.
kg to pounds. 84.
I weigh 85 kilos. How does a 6'4" man with that much muscle mass? That blows my mind. I'm not even that out of shape.
But he just makes it for one day.
That's terrifying.
Not even one day, a couple hours, and then he's
still.
Back. But yeah,
that's not good for your brain.
Nah. Do you think Izzy deserves the title shot rematch?
Yes.
Or do you think would you rather see Khamzat just get it though?
No.
You want Izzy to have it?
Yeah, I want Izzy to have it.
I want Izzy to have it, but I'm more excited to see Khamzat just go for it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, because we all want to
see it.
Watching Khamzat's career is kind of like
it's the most exciting thing right now. It's like Conor in 2014.
It's like a sick game. It's like, who can he beat?
Oh, so yeah.
How ridiculous can this get? That's what we're all looking for. We want Khamzat to be as ridiculous as humanly possible.
Yeah.
We want him to go in there and become a double champ without a glove being laid on him.
Yeah.
That's why people were acting like he beat Burns, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Right? But people were acting like he was a scrub because Burns landed a punch on him. That's how fights normally go. Yeah. People have become so, I've said this before, like people have become so desensitized to what Khamzat is doing, where they think if anyone even so much lays a glove on him, that he's a scrub. No, most people get punched.
Yeah. Do you know why though? It's because Khabib was untouched. and they always compare him to Khabib.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, no one laid a glove on Khabib, and Khamzat had a close decision. Therefore, Khamzat cannot be GOAT. But his story's not over. If he gets triple champ, double champ, whatever, that will surpass Khabib in certain ways. So it's just a weird comparison to make. The different fighters, end of the day.
This is a bit off topic, and this is a little bit of like inside comedy thing.
Yeah.
So basically, we have a very good comedian friend called Ori Styler. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he gave me a bear hug when he saw me the other day. And that guy is strong, bruv.
I was scared for you, man.
He is so strong.
I just stayed on the side like, what the
Ori,
fuck happened?
if you ever see this, you are a strong man, right?
When he did that, I was just like...
But then it got me thinking, right? I was like, that's how strong Ori is.
Yeah.
What does Khabib's squeeze feel like?
Yeah, I know.
Because I bet Habib's...
than Ori as well.
But I bet Habib's has got a tighter squeeze because it's Habib. He's trained to do it.
He's a bear, man. He's a fucking bear, bro.
Oh, fuck that.
Yeah.
And then it got me thinking, like, imagine that level of squeeze. So when
he had McGregor,
yeah,
that pressure on his fucking jaw,
and people say, "Oh, he's a coward for tapping." Let me squeeze you like that.
I think on the jaw is worse than under the chin.
Do you know why? Because your neck starts clicking.
Yeah.
It feels like it's gonna snap.
Because you see the way he got Dustin. Dustin was like being strangled.
Yeah.
But McGregor's face was being crushed.
Well, people don't realize you can still go unconscious like that.
Yeah.
Because you're still cutting circulation to the brain.
Yeah.
Just because this isn't the only place where circulation gets to the head.
Another thing. What do you think about Moreno versus Figueiredo 4?
Ali Abdelaziz called it the Fraser Ali
Is it?
of the flyweight division.
It's a good set
I mean,
of
he's
fights,
not wrong.
man.
Yeah,
it's a great set of fights. The first one was very good fight. It was a draw.
Who you got in the final one?
I think Moreno will do it, man. I want
Do you
Moreno
think?
to win. I want him to win, but I don't know.
I think if those guys fought 100 times, it'd be 50-50.
Yes. I don't know why Moreno lost the last one. It's like stupid. Like, it's like he had the wrong game plan. Like,
I've lost track of the fights, if I'm being honest. They've all blurred into one big fight.
Let's recap. So first one was a draw.
Draw and then stoppage.
Draw because a point got taken away from Figueiredo, but Figueiredo basically won.
Yeah.
Second one, Moreno won in the third round.
Stoppage.
Submission. The third one, again, it was a close fight. It wasn't like Figueiredo destroyed him, but Figueiredo clearly won the decision.
Right.
So I would say Figueiredo's actually 2-1 up, even though one of them was a draw. It's 1-1-1, but Figueiredo definitely won that first one. Like, he won. Like,
right.
Even watching it, he won. He got
Right.
a stupid point taken away.
But now it's 2 wins and a draw.
Yeah.
It's a win each and a draw. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so this could be the decider. I think this is the decider, yeah. Because then
They can't do a fifth.
I don't know.
I mean, it's not a good look for that
But the
division.
thing about that division is that division is basically just them two.
Yeah.
But, there is a couple guys like Manuel Cape's good. What's his name? Pantoja.
Yeah.
Pantoja's a weird one because Pantoja has like 2 wins over Moreno. He's got 2 wins
Yeah.
over Moreno, but he's never really had a title shot. But he's good.
There's another Pantoja in PFL, which I noticed the other day.
Okay.
I mean, irrelevant information, but yeah.
But also that division, like Kai Kara-France obviously got destroyed by Moreno. Brandon Royval's good, but he's just inconsistent. Alex Perez as well. I like Manuel Cape though. I like to see what he does. But also at that division, you have Mohamed Mokaev. So
Yeah, but that's a couple of
it's
years
a bit,
away.
yeah. I mean, I think 2 years.
Yeah.
Like that division's so like, it's so dead that it's like someone like that could just skyrocket to number 3 or 4.
How old is Makayev these days?
He's like 20 something.
Yeah, he's a baby.
Stupid, yeah, but he's
What's the record? Youngest John Jones.
John
how
Jones.
old-
Youngest. I think he's 23. John Jones is 23, 100%.
Fucking hell, 23. And just like fucking up Shogun like that at 23 years old. It's mental.
So
isn't it?
Makai is 22, so he probably won't make it.
Yeah. He says he's going to make it. He says he's planning to have 5 fights by then.
When does he turn 23? He
It's-
turns,
I think
he
it's
turns
good-
23 next July, so maybe he could do it. Nah.
Next July.
Yeah.
That's only 7 months away.
Yeah.
That's not.
Yeah. Nah, you can't do it.
No.
Nah.
Unless he has the mother of all.
Unless he goes into months. he could win it at 23, but maybe at the end of being 23.
Well, he doesn't have to be. Because John Jones would have been
Maybe in,
23 and 200 days old. You know,
June 2024, he could probably do it. But yeah, he's ranked 14 right now. But I think like if they just gave him like a Kai Kara France, I think he would beat someone like that.
Do you think?
Yeah, probably.
I don't know, man. I think you're underestimating Kai Kara France a little bit with that.
Fuck that guy, man. Yeah. Obviously the fight coming up. Kevin Holland versus Stephen Wonderboy Thompson.
Kevin Holland wins.
You think Kevin Holland wins?
Yeah, I think this is one of those crossroad moments for Wonderboy.
But where do you think he would beat him standing?
I think
Wonderboy's a weird guy to fight when it's just standing. And not everyone has success.
I understand that, but I think there's an expiration date on these things.
I feel like to beat Wonderboy, you need to grapple him or have a freak moment like Pettis.
Is that still the case, though? How old is Wonderboy?
Well, like, let's look at his last few losses. Bilal Muhammad wrestled him.
Yeah.
Gilbert Burns wrestled him. He beat Neil and Luque, who weren't wrestling him. He got knocked out by Pettis, because it was a fucking knockout from hell out of nowhere. And Darren Till was like, did he really lose?
I'm going Kevin Holland on freshness.
Fair enough.
What are you going, Nez?
I don't know. Yeah, it's hard to pick against Holland. I really want Holland to win, though, because obviously he needs to bounce back from that Chimaev win. I feel like if Holland... Because Holland wanted to retire after that Chimaev loss. So, like, I think for his mental well-being, he needs to win this fight, man. And I really hope he does, because he's got something. Like, maybe he's not going to be, the greatest of all time or the champ or whatever, but he's got something to be, like, a fan favorite, like, to be, like, well, he already is. He's already one of the most exciting fighters, but it's just, like, there's something out there for him. Like, I feel like, I don't know. Do you see him getting a title?
No.
No, never.
I mean, you don't ever want to say never, but I see...
I feel like Kevin Holland just needs to go to Dagestan and just train with Khabib.
He's not going to do that, though.
To
he
AK.
went to... I think he did do that at one point.
Yeah, I feel like he just needs that in his game.
But you can't... People say just go to...
Yeah, you can't really just
You can't just turn it on like that, you know?
Yeah.
It's a lifetime.
Because he did definitely have some tools that he added, but Chimaev just went through that shit and just...
Yeah.
I don't know. But Kevin Holland, like... Do you think, like... Because obviously after he beat Jacare, crazy knockout, and people were like, shit, he might be the champ, or whatever, like... Because no one does that to Jacare. But then he lost to Brunson, Vittori. Do you think he missed his chance back then for being champ? Or do you think he just never was going to be champ?
I think it's always a hard road. Especially when there's the killers that there are in those divisions.
Yeah.
I don't know. Listen, you never want to write anyone off in it because anything...
Charles Oliveira.
Yeah, Charles Oliveira.
But the thing is, Charles
Bisping.
Oliveira was like shit when he was like 25. And he worked it out by 28, 29.
Holland's not old, though.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But now he's like 30. So
Is
like... Yeah, it's because like when he was... When he started in the UFC when he was like 20. No, he's like 32 now, whatever. But like he started in the UFC at a young age.
Yeah.
And he was like, he wasn't shit, but he was losing and winning and losing.
Yeah.
But Kevin Holland is 30 now. So
Yeah.
like I don't really see him becoming like champ level within the next few years. But
How old? I mean, Bisping pulled it out the bag, so you
Bisping
can't ever
was
write anyone off.
always Bisping was always like top guy.
Five.
Like top. He was always one away from a title shot. Like he lost to Henderson. It was a title eliminator. He lost to Chael, title eliminator. He lost to Rockhold. I believe that was a title eliminator. And then, yeah. It's like Bisping was always the top. He was in the top 5 for 10 years.
Yeah.
And then he finally got his break.
I mean, if you look at the people, like 4 possible champions at any given time in the middleweight division. Pereira, current champion. Izzy.
Yeah.
Chimaev could come up, and Robert Whittaker.
Yeah.
Does Kevin Holland beat any of those 4 guys? No.
He's fighting at 170 now.
Oh, yeah, of course. Sorry.
So
Yeah,
Kevin
yeah.
Holland, but again, he's not going to beat Usman.
No.
He's not going to beat Kobe. He's not going to beat Khamzat. And he's not going to beat...
No.
Gilbert Burns.
Leon.
Nah. Gilbert Burns.
No.
No.
No, I don't see me on Gilbert.
Yeah, he doesn't.
I think Gilbert has too many tools for him.
Henry Cejudo saying, his manager's saying that he's fighting Sterling next for the bantamweight title. They say it's a done deal.
I think Sterling beats him.
You think Sterling beats him?
Do I think Sterling beats him? Okay. The best Henry Cejudo versus the best Sterling, Cejudo wins. Because what's Sterling going to do? Wrestle him? Not going to do that, are you? So then what? Then what's left? But we'll have to see what level of Cejudo we get back. Because he's 2 years older with ring rust.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's hard to like pick against a guy like Cejudo because he's so good. But yeah, like that ring rust thing's a big thing, man. And I don't know. It's a tough one. I don't know. Yeah, I can't recall it yet. I need to see what the training's like first, what their camps look like, and then go from there. But for now, I can't really call it.
On the current swing of things, I'll go with Aljo purely on momentum.
Yeah.
I think momentum is huge in MMA.
So if that fight happens, who do you think Sean O'Malley's going to fight then?
Oh, they're not snubbing Sean O'Malley for a title shot. No way. Because...
But you think they'll do Sean versus Sterling instead of Cejudo?
Yeah.
No, I think they're doing Sterling versus Cejudo. I think Dana said... Yeah, I think Dana did say... But yeah, so who would Sean O'Malley fight if he's not getting a title shot?
Cheeto.
Yeah, that's a good fight, man. That's a
rematch.
What they should do is Sterling versus Cejudo, and then co-main event.
Yeah,
Sean and Cheeto.
Because according to Sean, he's never lost.
That's a good fight. Like even though the way the first one went, I still don't know how to call the next one. I think
I'd pick O'Malley.
Yeah, I think I'll pick him too.
Yeah,
but Cheeto's a good fighter, man.
Yeah, but I don't know why I'm picking O'Malley.
Cheeto's.
I feel like maybe might be a hint of bias in me picking O'Malley in that situation. I'm not entirely sure why I'm picking O'Malley. Maybe, again, you got to check your own biases. I like O'Malley.
I do too.
I like his honesty.
Yeah.
Apart from the I've never lost kind of angle, which is kind of fun to listen to. I like his fighting style.
Do you think O'Malley will be champ?
Yes. Yeah.
You think?
Yeah, he's got enough in the locker to do it.
In how long?
A year.
A year?
Yeah.
You think he can beat Sterling?
I think he'll be the champion by the back end of next year. Yeah. I think he can beat Sterling. Sterling can be beaten. He can be knocked out.
But what if he just takes him down and just butt fucks?
Every round starts.
It's true.
On the feet.
Yeah.
And it's very easy. Why don't people just take Izzy down, you know?
Yeah. But Sean gets taken down. And he got taken down by Jan and controlled.
Yeah, but generally when people take him down, they don't really progress positions much.
Yeah, but he hasn't really fought a guy the level of Sterling. And
I don't know what... I think O'Malley will be able to hurt him enough to give Aljo something to think about from shooting.
Yeah.
Looking out for knees, looking out for uppercuts. If I was O'Malley, I'd get very good at catching people coming in with shots. That's why Khabib's shots were so good, because he'd go so low.
Yeah.
Like at times he'd just grab your bloody ankles.
Yeah, I think O'Malley definitely will be a future champ, but I just don't see it like in the next 2 years. I feel like he will lose a title shot.
Do you think?
And then he will come back and win it in the future one.
Well, how old is he? 28?
Yeah, he's young. He's like 27. Yeah, 27.
He's only 27?
Yeah.
That's fucking hilarious.
Did you see Paddy Pimblett knocking on that lady's door about the poo?
Do you know what? It's one of the most Scouser things I've ever seen. Sorry, love you. You got to... I can't do the Scouser accent.
My dog shit on your pavement.
You got a bottle of water. My dog took a shit.
He took a shit?
He took a shit on your garden. Oh, it's so funny. And she's like, "Are you Paddy the Baddy?" Yeah. Really sorry, love. I don't know why I'm northern.
Do you see Paddy the Baddy being champ?
No.
No.
Yes. No. Yes. I don't know.
What-
It's hard.
Who does he beat at lightweight though? Does he beat Sukarian?
Yes.
You think he beats
I
Sukarian?
think so. Yeah.
Nah.
He does.
What about Gamrot?
Yeah.
Dariush?
It's hard with Dariush, man.
Fiziev?
Yes.
Justin Gaethje?
Now, yes.
Dustin Poirier?
It's hard. Now we're getting hard. No. Not
Oliveira?
Not at the moment.
Makachev?
No, not at the moment.
Never Makachev. Never. He's never been Makachev.
I want to get him on this podcast.
Even some of those other ones, I don't think he's going to be anyway.
Paddy, we love you. Please come on the podcast.
Nah, I
You
love
fucking
Paddy.
blew it. You blew it. That's the one guy we could have gone. I hate you so much. I'm confiscating your Capri-Sun.
Paddy, bro, Paddy versus Islam. You think Paddy would win?
I think Paddy knocks him out.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Nah.
I think Paddy knocks him out clean, mate.
Fucking casual, man.
Paddy the fucking
You
Paddy.
fucking casual.
Paddy Pimlet knocks out
I'm commenting
Islam
like these
Makhachev.
people are gonna comment. Fucking casual.
He's like,
What
no,
does
I'm
Paddy,
going with it.
What does Paddy say why he's knocking out Islam?
Paddy takes him down.
What does he say to him now?
Let's talk now. Let's talk now, lads.
And what does Islam say back?
Please, brother.
Islam's gonna smash him, man.
Let's talk now, lad. Please, brother. Don't hurt me, brother.
Bro, Islam will fucking destroy him. You're mad.
Should I do him in Islam Makhachev?
Yeah.
Like, Habib, a big inspiration guy for me, you know. You know, without Habib, I am nothing, brother.
Why is it so deep?
Because he's kind of got that rustiness to his voice.
No, like Islam's more like, it's like he's a bit more like,
No, that's Hamza.
nah.
It's my shady body.
Islam's very quiet.
Have you seen that video of Hamza doing a Conor McGregor impression?
Nah.
It's like, Artem, you little rat. Oh, it's funny.
So obviously UK MMA, you know, it's on the rise right now. We got Leon,
yeah,
Usman.
yeah.
We got obviously, yeah, Leon Usman. Like, obviously it's next year, but do you see Usman getting the belt back?
Yes.
What does Usman say to him while he's getting the belt back?
Usman's on top of him, and he's like, that head kick taught me about myself. When I got head kick and I woke up in the back, I was like, whoa, why is everyone so sad? This is live. I'm happy. Leon, I respect you, but we're fighters.
Did you see him in Black Panther 2?
I haven't seen the film.
He was good in
No.
it, man. He was
Really?
yeah, he was good. He's just like, ooh, ooh, ooh. He was actually doing that noise and shit.
They didn't give him any lines, they just gave him noises.
He did a few lines, but he was a part of one of those tribes, in it. So
Oh, I haven't seen the film. Is it good?
yeah, it's good, man.
Oh, I'm going to watch it.
Not better than the first one, but it's still good.
All right, we need to wrap this up. Right.
Rap.
Right, we need to give some of the traditional warnings. I forgot to tell them to like and subscribe at the start. Make sure you like and subscribe, please. We put a lot of effort into this, right? It's good for your health. It's very important that you do so. It will make me happier. It will make you happier. It will make everyone happy.
It'll make me happy too.
Farhan hasn't eaten in 4 weeks.
They know that's
Right.
a lie.
He's still being breastfed because he can't afford food. Isn't that right, Farhan?
I do get breastfed.
Yes, he does get breastfed. Not by his mother, though. I'm joking. It's good. It's good. But make sure you like and subscribe. Make sure you you smash the bell end. We're going to start a Patreon eventually, and there's going to be a lot of Farhan's nudes on there. So make sure you've subscribed to a Patreon, sign up to a Patreon, follow a Patreon.
Just send us money.
Send us money so we can carry on doing this for you guys. Because where else do you get this level of MMA analysis? Nowhere. Nowhere in the game.
Yeah, Luke Thomas. Fuck Luke Thomas. Nah.
You're going to start a beef with Luke Thomas.
I love Luke Thomas.
Era Hawani, you're taking everything I work for, motherfucker. Right. I've been Musin Yasalada.
I've
Who have you been?
I've been your friend.
Yes. I've been Yusuf Musa as well today.
Okay.
I miss Yusuf.
Yeah.
May you rest in pieces.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
He died. Okay.
Goodbye. Yep.